Hi, this is Hannah Engler, Lauren Chabucos, and Leah Woods, and our topic is rape culture on college campuses. Rape culture is the surrounding of people with images, language, laws, and everyday phenomena that validates and perpetuates rape and gives a false impression that rape is inevitable. This definition comes from Force, which is an organization that's dedicated to raising awareness about sexual assault. The problem with rape culture is that it leads to the prevalence of victim blaming within our society, which is the ideology that women either enjoy being raped or are somehow responsible for their sexual assault. Sexual assault victims can be blamed based on their choice to wear provocative clothing or their decision to consume alcohol. Victim blaming, along with other stereotypes and false beliefs about rape, is an example of a rape myth. Rape myths often perpetuate rape-prone culture on college campuses. Finally, the trivialization of sexual assault leads to the idea that rape is not traumatizing due to the minimization of the effects rape can have on its victim through rape jokes, for example. To help demonstrate this, we collected some quotes from our peers from colleges around the country. Advice I received a lot before coming to Michigan, especially in high school health classes, was to never put my drink down and not to accept drinks from people I didn't know. I have 911 on the speed dial when I walk alone at night. I was told I should invest in some self-defense classes. I have felt extremely uncomfortable because of rape jokes. People treat this topic very lightly. I'm small, so I feel threatened when people make jokes about my size, insinuating that I wouldn't be able to take care of myself. On the first night of college, I was hanging out with some boys who were talking about how they had to go to a sexual harassment meeting the next day, but that everything before that was fair game. All of the advice given to these students involves things that they can do to avoid being sexually assaulted, which is a form of victim blaming, because if the responsibility of safety falls on women, then any compromise of that safety becomes their fault for what they did or didn't do. Furthermore, these quotes show that the way the fear of sexual assault permeates everyday life because female college students are forced to alter their habits and behavior, and also to hide their anger and discomfort when others make light of the subject of sexual assault.
Because of the prevalence of this problem within not only our university but others across the U.S., we decided to investigate what other colleges were doing to solve this problem. Ask for a Day at Women College is a creative movement that puts a flip on victim blaming. Phrases like "she was asking for it by wearing that mini skirt" are very prevalent in our society. Instead of referring to the "it" as sexual violence, this campaign refers to it as consent. The Red Zone campaign at the University of Oregon, which is run by the Sexual Wellness Advocacy Team, provides workshops and other peer education programs to educate students on sexual assault and consent. The term Red Zone refers to the first 6 weeks of college where students are most likely to be victims of sexual assault. One of the actions this campaign takes is printing posters for local bars and restaurants that encourage people not to assault rather than encouraging potential victims to protect themselves from sexual assault. The Know Your Nine campaign is a movement that aims to educate people on their rights to report sexual assault and rape so that they will not be convinced to do otherwise by their school or the laws enforcement agencies. Title IX ensures safety and equal access to education under the law. However, many colleges encourage victims to take time off school and or do not address their cases in a way that guarantees them safety and comfort at schools.
After researching other programs across the nation, we took a look at the policies at our own university, the University of Michigan. It is clear through the consistent crime alerts regarding sexual assault cases that it is very prevalent within our own university. These crime alerts, although informative, remind women at our university how unsafe it is to walk home late at night, and it perpetuates fear and discomfort within the female student body. Brandon Gibbons, the starting field goal kicker at the University of Michigan, was arrested in 2009 for the rape of an 18-year-old freshman at the Chi Psi fraternity house. He denied allegations and stated, "She never asked me to stop, we were both into it," and he believed that his whole life would be ruined due to this, because the girl always wins. Although the claim was brought to the Office of Student Affairs, no criminal charges were ever filed by the campus police. This example shows the culture of entitlement, which allows men to think that if they comply the roles of hegemonic masculinity, like being a celebrated athlete, then they will be rewarded with sex with women. This culture often perpetuates sexual assault and rape because men often believe that they are entitled to women's bodies. Our sexual misconduct policy was recently updated and expanded, and did a good job of redefining sexual assault and the steps that will be taken after one reports their incident. However, our policy fails to address what type of legal actions will be taken after a case is reported. This could be discouraging to victims of sexual assault and may stray them away from reporting because there is no guarantee that legal actions will be taken. In addition to our sexual misconduct policy, our university has various resources available to sexual assault victims. SAPAC, or the Sexual Assault Prevention and Awareness Center, offers guidance and support to victims of sexual assault and rape, but it does not offer counseling or any type of medical help. What we are proposing is an expanded policy that not only addresses the legal issues revolving sexual assault and rape, but also acknowledges how the problem of sexual assault is racialized, which can influence one's likelihood to report their incident. By overlooking the disproportionate effect of sexual assault on members of different communities, the university is failing to make effective progress within the sexual misconduct policy because it does not and has not equally supported all students. In addition to this, we strive to establish an effective anti-rape culture campaign on our campus, like one similar to the campaigns we studied. If the importance of consent is understood across our campus, women will feel more comfortable and won't need to take extra measures to ensure their safety.